Hello traders, hope you're doing well. Welcome to my video on the 15 pips Forex Scalping system, where I'm going to show you a very simple strategy that you can use to capture moves such as this one for over 600 pips. Yes, I know the name is the 15 pips scalping strategy, but if we can get more, why not? This is a very simple strategy. So I'm using the MT4 platform here. You can use this on any trading platform. It doesn't actually require any indicators, just pure price action trading, which is my favorite. This is a euro dollar 1 hour chart. Okay, most people think that scalping needs to be done on the 1 minute and 5 minute. But if you want to pull your hair out trying to chase the price with a chart full of noise, be my guest. I'd much rather trade the higher chart time frames, such as the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, simply because they contain more price data and therefore the signals I find are much more reliable. Okay, so in a nutshell, we're gonna aim for at least 15 pips. It doesn't mean you need to exit at 15 pips. I never like to just exit at a fixed level, simply because if the market's going to give me 500 pips, why am I going to take 15? Okay, I don't like to follow such rigid guidelines, but this is just my way of trading. So you've got your resistance level there. Okay, what else can we see in this scenario? We can see an uptrend here. I say an uptrend, the market is making higher lows there, but it's more of a consolidation, okay? Because we've got a resistance there. That's a triple top formation, okay? 1, 2, 3. Resistance has been tested 3 times. We know that it's strong. We also have our support, level of support. Just remove that trend line. We have our level of support here, okay? So this is the neckline within the triple top. And then we get a breakout to the downside. Now, 15 pips scalping. There's a few ways you can do this. You can trade aggressively, which is on the first breakout here. Okay, the market's making lower highs. So we're in a downtrend. And then we can just trade this breakout there. And you can take 15 pips if you want. Otherwise, you can stay in for much longer and take a lot more pips. It's up to you. I know which I would do. The key thing with this strategy is just first finding the trend. It's very simple. You don't need no unicorn indicators, no crystal ball, no magical indicator that's going to tell you to buy and sell at exactly the right time. You just need support, resistance, and trend lines. Okay. Here's a trend line because the market's going down. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look for sell trades. I'm only going to sell. Okay, whether that's for 1 pip or 100 pips. If we're in a downtrend, I'm going to look to sell. And the next thing is to time the entry. So how do I time the entry? I wait for a pullback. Downtrend, pullback. So pullback is basically when the trends continue in, we get a pullback here, and we can just draw our support, trade a breakout there, and you get your 15 pips. Got a pullback, breakout there, you get your 15 pips. Okay, and you can do this all day long. I say day, this is the 1 hour chart, but you can use this strategy on any trading instruments, so Forex stocks, commodities, cryptos, indices, etc., and any chart time frame. Very simple. You're just looking for the trend. You're drawing your support or resistance, and you're trading on a breakout, and you'll get your 15 pips there. I think I'm going to try and reiterate the importance of money management in a minute too. Just be careful on a trend like this. You don't want to sell too low. Okay, you don't want to end up selling around the low here. You had ample opportunity to get in early. As I said, you can use any trading instrument. So you'll always find some trades, but you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if not more opportunities to enter in on this trend and get your 15 pips. But why 15 pips? The thing with 15 pips, right? Let's just say we took this breakout trade here, okay? The high, I like to place for a sell trade, I place my stop loss above the high. So you're looking at a 15 pip stop loss, okay? So price falls here. In the space of an hour, price falls 15 pips, at least 15 pips in the space of an hour, okay? You exit your trade there. You're happy as Larry, you've got your 15 pips. Are you happy? Really? 15 pips and you could have had 350 plus pips? I mean, I don't understand why traders are so fixed on levels. Okay, with the stop loss, I understand. I like to keep a tight stop loss and cut a losing trade short. But why only take 15 pips if the market's given us much more? Okay, some may argue, well, if you're on the 1 minute and 5 minute chart, 15 pips may be all that you can get. But why not switch to a higher chart time frame then? So many instruments to choose from, there'll always be opportunity. It's not like you need to force trades that aren't there. Okay, so going back to the 15 pip stop loss, if you take your 15 pips here, you leave all that on the table. You can try re-enter in and you could re-enter here. you get your 15 pips there, but if you stayed in, you could have had 300 plus. Okay. What about here? You get your 15 pips here on this bar. This is an NFP bar, by the way, a non-farms payroll first Friday of the month. So with slippage and stuff, you'd be lucky to get in depending on your broker. Even if you were delayed 20 pips, you'd still get your 15 pips. It's a massive bar. But you had over 250 pips potential. Same with this. You get your 15 pips around here. Easy. You could have got a lot more. Hundreds more, in fact. Same here, same here, same here. I think you get the point. Why only take 15 pips? Okay. If you do only take 15 pips for some stubborn reason, you insist that's what you have to do. That's fine. Everyone's different. This is just my opinion. You'll have your own, as will everyone else. But if you do just take 15 pips here and then you go to another trading instrument and you try to take a trade, you hit your stop loss for 15 pips. Okay, break even. You take another one, you hit your stop loss 15 pips. You're down 15 pips in 3 trades. Now, if we look at the other way around, and you had a 15 pip stop loss, but you wanted to target as many pips as the market would give you. Let's just say before this, you've tried to enter the trend, I don't know, let's say 4 times for 15 pip stop loss, and you lost every time, so you're down 60 pips, okay? Now, let's say you've actually got it wrong 6 times, and you're down 90 pips, okay? So you've had your 15 pip stop loss hit 6 times, okay? And you're down 90 pips. You crying? No, because you take this trade and then you get over 300 pips. So you've recovered those 90 pips back and a lot more on top. Just goes to show the importance of money management. Okay. I'd use a trailing stop because you're probably thinking, well, how do I know to exit around here? Well, you can use a trailing stop. So when price falls 15 pips, you might move your stop loss to break even then. Worst case scenario, we get taken out for break even. What I'll do is when price drops or increases in my favor, I'll move my stop loss to break even and then just use a trailing stop above the high, 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 above the high. And just look, worst case scenario, the market turns around and takes us out for our trailing stop. We've made the most of the move as we possibly can. You can, of course, close part of the position on the way down, whether that's at 15 pips, you close half, or after the first big pullback. It just depends on your own strategy, or you can just let the whole trade run and try to maximize each good move when you get it. 15 pips is not the be all and end all. You do not have to just get 15 pips. My main thing against that is that with a 15 pip take profit, chances are your stop loss is going to need to be at least 10 pips, at least. With spreads and slippage, there's a good chance if you're any tight, you're just going to get taken straight out of your position and lose straight away. So when you trade in longer term time frames and looking for big trends like this, you can capture hundreds of pips, or you can get your 15 if you insist as well. The key thing is timing your entry. Okay. So as I said, finding a trend, waiting for a pullback into the trend. There you go. There's a nice trend for us there. Support. Okay. What's happened here? So we've got breakout here of this resistance line. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Big breakout. I mean, that would have been an aggressive trade. This is a bit of a bear trap. A bear trap being where sellers who were selling into this too late to the party down here were getting their stop losses cleared here. Whoever was in early was probably taking profit. It just caused this big shift of momentum to the upside. Okay, and then you could have, take your 15 pips if you want. You exit here. Don't take 15 pips, and worst case scenario, you would exit there, but ideally you'd stay in and ride this for over 300 pips again. Using the trailing stop, below the lows, below the lows, below the lows. If you don't want to take the aggressive entry, just wait for a pullback. So you've got a deep pullback here. Lots of consolidation. You can just draw your resistance in the consolidation. Market's making higher lows. Okay, and trade a breakout there. Take your 15 pips if you like. Let's just say here you exit here for 15 pips. You may feel good at the time, but come back a few hours later and price has gone over 100 pips. You probably wish you stayed in. Come back a week later, you definitely wish you would have stayed in. 250 pips. But if you insist on your 15 pips, ample opportunity. Nice W chart formation there. Breakout to the outside. Resistance comes support. You get your 15 pips there. Wait for the pullback if you like. Pullback, breakout. You get your 15 pips there, pull back. Remember, we're trading in line with the trend, so we're only taking long or buy trades here. Resistance, resistance, a strong resistance level here. Big breakout candle, no coincidence. Traders are watching this. We're trading long. Market's making higher lows. It's moving up. So you enter on this breakout. What have we got? Easy 15 pips there. Okay, if you've exited there, you've exited early, but you can go in again, breakout 15 pips. Pull back, breakout 15 pips. Pull back, breakout more than 15 pips. I mean, let's be honest. Do you want to take this? Where can we go? Let's just go from here. Okay. Ask yourself, if you're still watching and listening, ask yourself, if there's a breakout trade here and you get 15 pips, do you want those 15 pips or do you just want to stay in this trade and get 250 pips? It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. I know what I do. If you do, I mean, I'm not sure with the obsession of trying to scalp a few pips on the 1 minute and 5 minute charts, unless, you know, you're super over leveraged and trying to make as much as possible as quick as possible with extremely high risk, in which instance it's no coincidence that the majority of retail traders fell, you know. Trade smart, not hard. Higher chart time frames. All you need, we don't need no magical unicorn crystal ball indicator. We just need to trend line support and resistance, good money management, and good discipline as well, of course. Something that's often overlooked. Got to have the right mindset, so don't let negative emotions like fear, anger, greed cloud your trading decisions. You know, don't take trades that aren't there. Don't overtrade. Don't FOMO, fear of missing out. You know, you see this big move here. Oh, look at this trend. There's been a massive trend. It's pumping here. Let me buy here at the top. No, you've had ample opportunity. If you missed it, just wait for the next one. Okay? Don't force a trade that's not there. There's so many instruments and timeframes you can trade that there is no need. Okay, so I know I've seen loads of other videos for the 15 pip strategy, and there's different interpretations. You know, oh, buy when the RSI is overbought or oversold, buy on the stochastic crossover, you know, 1 minute chart. Let me cherry pick the best trade ever. I don't think that is a sustainable trading strategy, but I may be wrong. Each to their own. Just make sure you practice on a demo trading account to begin with. And I think with price action and a good knowledge of candlestick patterns as well, they can help to confirm your trades. Like here, got 3 inside up candlestick patterns. So that's a bearish candle followed by 2 bullish candles that break above the high of the bearish candle. Okay, you can help. There's another 3 inside up pattern there. Okay, bearish, bullish, bullish. No coincidence, you've got an engulfing bullish bar there. You can just use these to help confirm if need be. Okay, you've also just got a wedge formation, so your chart patterns to be aware of as well. Okay, but just by following price action, having good money management, you've got a bullish flag there. So there's your flag, nice red and green flag, your flagpole and a breakout. And guess what? Got another bullish flag here. So that's your flag, your pole, your breakout. Okay, just good money management. I mean, even if we take, as I said, if you got an average 15 pip stop loss and you take a few losses, but then you capture one move, let's just say you get to here, let's say you've had a 20 pip stop loss, you've taken 3 losses, you're down 60 pips, you're crying, then you see this entry here, you take it in the trend, a breakout of resistance, price goes 260 pips, you make back your 60 pips and 200 pips. That's a lot of 15 pip trades in one move there. You're not chart watching all day, you know, you're not stressing yourself out trying to trade the lower chart time frames. You're trading smart, not hard. Okay, hopefully you found something useful in this video. If you can like and subscribe, that would be great. Make sure you check out my channel and my other videos, and hopefully you can find something useful. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.